Well, hello. Today's the 1983 post-apocalyptic film 2019, After the Fall of New York. In 2019, it is 20 years after a nuclear war between the Uraks and the Pan American Confederacy. All women are now sterile. The Uraks have occupied Manhattan Island, and they use the survivors for medical experiments. Parsifal, a former soldier, is abducted by the President of the Confederacy and taken to their base in Alaska. There, he is offered an assignment to go into occupied Manhattan and find the last fertile woman on the planet. For a reward, he'll get a seat on a spaceship to Alpha Centauri. With two agents, they manage to enter Manhattan and fight the various gangs. They are captured by the Uraks, but they do manage to escape. They join up with Big Ape, a mutant gang leader, to find the last fertile woman on the planet. She is found, and an old station wagon that they equipped to help get them out of Manhattan. They run the gauntlet of the Lincoln Tunnel to escape Manhattan and the Uraks. They escape, and Parsifal has to kill the cyborg with him, who turns to be a traitor. Yet he manages to make it back to Alaska with the last fertile woman and gets a seat on the ship to Alpha Centauri to start a new life. So, do you know what happens when you take all the people of Europe, Africa, and Asia and mix them together? Apparently, what you get are Italians. Because that seems to be who everybody is in the Uraks, which are supposedly this merging of the peoples of the three continents. They're all Italians. Yeah, this whole idea seems to be like kind of a wet dream of some of the the EU bureaucrats or something. Ooh, control all that territory, maybe eventually control the world. Yeah, this is, of course, a 1983 movie. It's Italian, of course, and Italians were just like churning out like hundreds and hundreds of these kind of Mad Max ripoff after the post-apocalypse war. I loved every single one of them. I have to admit that. I just love these type of movies. It was great growing up and getting to rent those. Like every time I found one in a video store, it was like, haha, ooh, something new and exciting to watch. And yeah, this is one of the good ones. I like it. It's kind of a fun one. It's obviously a rip-off, of Escape from New York, kind of mashed together with Mad Max. I mean, the elements from Escape from New York are very much there. The anti-hero, former soldier, kind of, getting strong-armed into going into Manhattan to rescue someone, and, then has to get out. And yeah, this is kind of fun stuff. The Europeans apparently, these movies always seem to like have them on horses or something. The bad guys on these nice white stallions. I guess that's kind of a European thing or something. Usually have flamethrowers too. It's kind of fun. And that was starred Michael Sopku, and he was I guess like an underwear model, and he did a whole big whopping 4 movies in Italy during his time. And I think this is probably the best of those 4 movies he did. And I guess, like Quentin Tarantino actually recognized him when he was working at a video store, and he came in to rent a video like, oh, you're Michael Sopku. I seen you in New York and I really loved you. Yeah, this is like, it's obviously, like most of these movies, it's a fun movie. I mean, it just has a lot of goofy action. It's just one of those things that I love, and I guess you have to love it too if you want to watch them, and if you do, then you definitely have to check out this movie. It's just one of those great ones. So, if you stuck with me this long, I thank you. You're a unique individual.